Today, I'm comparing the effectiveness of Neolithic and Iron Age people in the garden. I made a stone hoe and a stone hammer. I'm using what the indigenous population used in my area, which is cattails, to make the rope. I'm doing 25% of the garden with solely Stone Age tools. The rest will be with a iron hoe. I'm going to keep track of the time for both of them so I can get a rough estimate. We decided on a young oak and got to chopping. Down she goes. Once we got to the handles, we cut a long stick that had a V that was essentially looking at us at the end of the stick. We also cut another short one for the hammer/tomahawk. Sorry to say, a lot of the rock collecting I actually lost, so hopefully next time we can get all the footage. We are going to haul this back to camp and use it for firewood and some stakes later on. Gotta love the old dog. Though this one was a bit of a fail, we ended up getting it worked out. I did about the same thing and just rewrapped it with another rock. Something I learned on this trip with the rocks is don't use anything that's shale-like or really flaky. I made a simple split in the wood and just pressed the rock down in there. And then after a while, I went and tied it up. The reeds actually went a lot better than I thought it would. I split them, and then after a minute, I would braid them. With all that I picked, and it was only about 5 minutes worth, I ended up getting about 10 feet long. Come to find out, it would take even more than that to complete this business. I fashioned some stakes from some old firewood. The whole garden will be about 15 foot by 10 foot. The Stone Age section will only be 1/4 of that. The exact dimensions are 7 foot by 6 inches and by 5 foot. Throughout the whole ordeal, I never had to rewrap the Stone Age hammer.
Remember this?
Just need it for the video.
Put this in the video.
I weed-eated just to level the grass and lower it. Then I started with the Stone Age hoe. I was doing lines one way and then would go across and do lines across that.
She said when she was in Germany,
I made rows about
nobody-
3
all-
inches
the
to
whole
4.5
town was
inches
closed.
apart,
And she said,
trying to
"Where is
be
everybody?" They go,
pretty close to
"They're
3.
in the
That's
square,
based
in
off
the
the
middle
edge of the last
town."
row. I had to
Really
rewrap
big,
twice.
giant
After the
pots of
first
giant
time I had to use
piles.
regular
Now Chris
cordage.
calls in.
The Neolithic Stone Age garden took 4 hours and 50 minutes to till. Versus using an iron hoe, it took about 2.5 hours. I was able to do about 2 times the amount of work in half the time.
The tool did it.
Now I am far from a scientist or anything of the such. I just wanted to do a simple experiment for myself and see how it would go.
Next year I gotta buy an ox.
Hope you enjoyed the results.
Yeah, you ought to get you like a miniature donkey or something to put back here. Fence it in, and then you can just plow the friggin'.
That's what I was saying. Next year, this first year I did just hand to. Oh God, that looks like shit.